Yeah, it's your boy, Mr. J Cam. We back at it, you know. Out here, riding around, having a good little fun. It's a pretty good day. It's only 69 degrees on the temp right now, you know what I'm saying? It is my favorite day of the week. Sunday, fun day, you feel me? Yeah. Oh, this is my corner coming up too, y'all. Yeah, some of you may know that I had a 2009 R1 that got stolen from me, and by some stroke of good fortune, I was able to get a 2018 after the insurance and all that stuff happened, right? It was quite the blessing, actually. Quite the blessing. I'm not upset about it at all. Come on, Dodge. Drive that thing. That's what you got it for, baby. Drive it. I got horsepower too. Shit. What's up? Yeah. I don't know if I got time to make it back there where I was gonna go, so let's call it a plan B. As I was saying, I had a 2009 R1 before this one, and now I'm riding a 2018 R1. And a buddy of mine, he unfortunately crashed his R6. He's looking at some 09s, and I told him if you can get a 15 and up R1, preferably 18 and up. The 18 has the quick shift up and down. You don't have to flash the ECU or do anything. It's stock. It comes with that. I can go up or down, as long as you meet certain conditions, but that's for a different video. So I want to talk about the differences between the 09 and the 2018. First of all, the most noticeable difference for me is the weight difference. Compared to that 09, this 18 feels like I'm riding a 600. It feels a little bit slimmer. I feel a little bit more forward over the bike. I feel more racier on my 18 compared to the 09. But the 09, though it was heavy and it took a little bit of work to ride, I feel like it had a little bit more power down low, a little bit more torque maybe down low. I didn't have it that long, but this is based off what I remember. And I remember mid-corner, she was stable. Like, she was rock solid, stable mid-corner. I mean, and I had an 09, so no traction control, no electronics. It was more challenging to ride from that aspect. I'm gonna say more challenging, but it definitely worked my brain a little bit harder. I know I can't just get into the corner and crack the throttle open and the electronics are gonna bail me out, if that makes sense. Power? Not even close. 2018, hands down. When this thing gets up there on that top end, boy, does she pull. And the 09 was flashed, had a power commander, all the goodies and all that good stuff on it. And it still, I don't think, can run with this bike. I'd love to see them run head to head though. And down low it had more torque, to me it feels like, than this bike. This bike comes alive at about 8 grand, which is where the truck tachometer starts. They don't even show you the RPMs under 8 grand when you switch the screen into track mode. And I don't know, again, if it's just me. It's because on the 09 I feel like I got blown around on the highway a lot more for some reason. I don't know why that would be, but like to the point where I almost avoided riding on the highway. On this, that's not the case. Like, it's rock solid. Like, I don't know if it was something with the geometry of that particular bike. I'd like to ride another one to see if I had the same experience, but I can only tell you my experience with it. But both are very, very good bikes. The 09, of course, was the first edition of the Crossplane. We've come a little ways since then. Damn, man, that ABS kicks way too much. Like, I gotta get resets. But yeah, that's just one of the couple of things that I noticed. Top speed, pretty much everything about the 18 is better. Not that the 09s through 14s are bad bikes, but they're definitely heavier, and they take a lot more work to ride hard. This one pretty much takes care of that. Still, of course, takes work to ride hard, especially when you talk about like track riding or getting out in the twisties for a day. But the 18, the electronics didn't have any on my 09. I don't know what the traction control is like once they did introduce it in 2000, I want to say 12. Only had 3 power modes on my 09, for example. It was ABC. Now there's ABCD. But you can find you one for a pretty decent price. But also, right now, you can find a good 15 and up for a decent price. Heck, I know a dealership out here that still has a 2018 I was going for like $11,999 out the door. That's with the tax, title, license, and fees since the 2020s came out. So of course, you know, everybody's going through trying to get rid of their stuff. And so you can find some good bikes. You just gotta know what you want and look around. If you're asking me which bike would I pick, well, it's obvious. I went with the upgrade, as I think almost anybody would if you were able to. If you got the money to get you a good 15 through 15 and up, highly recommend getting one. Now the style between the 09 and the 18 is up for debate. I really love the MotoGP inspired front from the 18 R1. Looks really good from that perspective, right? But I like the undertail exhaust too. So what are we talking about? Yeah, the styling depends on who you ask. You know, people these days, they just like to complain. People hate everything. Like the Corvette is a good example. Oh, these people are so upset about the C8 Corvette, just like they were upset when the C7 came out. But guess what? All these same upset souls are still gonna go buy one. Because that's what we do. We complain. Because that's what we do. We complain about things, and it's just human nature. So with your style, you just kind of got to take your pick. The front, I'd like to see with this front with the undertail, maybe. See how that looks. I don't know. But that's just me. Both are good bikes. I love the Yamahas. So I ride them, so I love them. You pick what you want, but it's not a really in-depth comparison.